Welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And today we're going to do like a quick guerrilla live show. And by guerrilla, I mean we're just going to jump right in. We didn't advertise it. We're just going to go straight to live. And we're going to look at some 1983 United States nickels or 5-cent coins. And you can see that we've got 3 of them here. And they all look kind of different. And there's a reason for that, of course. And that is because this one here is inside the mint set package because, as you can see, it's in S or San Francisco Mint, and the other ones are from regular or general circulation. So let's take a look at them, and we'll look at them one at a time. So let's just look at, actually I'll stack them right on top of each other so we can just kind of view them this way. All right, so this is the United States Jefferson nickel. It is a nickel that has been made in the United States since 1938 without much of a change to it. They stopped making this particular nickel in 2003 and went to a different Jefferson on the face and some Lewis and Clark on the back or reverse. But this nickel essentially was designed before 1938 by a man called Felix Schlag, FS, and you can see that right here, his initials. So these same initials will be on the coin from 1938 until 2003. If we look over here behind Jefferson, below his pigtail or whatever, I think it's probably a wig, but there's a P there, and of course the P stands for the Philadelphia Mint. And then we see right next to the P, we see the year 1983. Now these coins just stay in circulation forever. So I just went and got some coins at the bank and had them, and I went through and found a bunch of 1983. So you can still get them out there in circulation. It says, "In God we trust" in front of Jefferson. It says "Liberty" behind him, and the P for Philadelphia. If we tip it up, we see it has a smooth edge. And if we go on to the back, we see it has Monticello or Monticello on the back. In the United States, we say Monticello. And this one is a beat one. Now, what are the colors here? Well, unlike some other countries, say Canada, where a 5-cent coin might be complete nickel, in the United States, it is a copper-nickel mix that the nickels are made of. It's not pure nickel. And so if we look at the very top of it, we see this pluribus unum, kind of together, or all is one. We see this building here, and it says Monticello underneath it. It says 5 cents. Nowhere on the United States nickel does it say nickel. It says 5 cents. And then down here it says United States of America. In 1983, they didn't have a whole lot of error coins. It's kind of a funny thing. For some reason, it was a year that either they did everything right or nobody's interested in collecting many of the error coins. You might see some mishits and some other things, but not a huge amount. In terms of this one right here, the Philadelphia Mint in 1983, they made a lot of them. So if you're looking to make some money on this coin, if it's in circulation, you're not gonna. This is they made 536.7 million. So they made $500 million just of the Philly. What's next? There's the Denver Mint, and this is a nice D. Some of the Philadelphia and Denver coins from 1983 are really smashed down, but this one came out really nice. Again, we see the FS underneath for Felix Schlag. We see the 1983. See this, how this star is? So this one, you can see how they kind of get beat down a little bit. That star looks much nicer. The 1983 looks much nicer. It's not kind of crammed in there. And when we look at Jefferson, his appearance is much more defined in this coin. Does it make it worth any more? No. The Denver Mint in 1983 made 561.6 million. So they made even more than the Philadelphia Mint. Between the two of them, there were a billion, almost 1.1 billion nickels made, or 5-cent coins made. We go on the back. Now this one's a little bit better. We got a little bit more definition in Monticello. And if we want to compare it one more time, and this one, can you even tell that there's a doorway in there? Yeah, you kind of can, but you can't see much. And this one, we can see a little bit more definition. the cupola up here, all the other stuff. But what you look for in a nickel is the steps, and what they call it a full steps version. And that's why I wanted to put this one here in. Now this, of course, is a United States proof set, and we see that it's an S here for the San Francisco Mint right there. This one is still in the plastic. If I pull it up, you'll see that not only is it still in the plastic, but so are all the other coins. So there's the Kennedy half from '83, and wow, that's a nice looking penny, huh? The Lincoln penny, the Roosevelt dime from 1983, and right underneath here is the, wow, that's a nice looking quarter. So these are all in the plastic. You can kind of see the plastic here. And if I get it over onto the back, you'll see the back. And this is where I really want to focus on this particular coin. Because when we get a US nickel or US 5-cent coin that has all the definition, it is just surprising how much there is in this. So they say, do you have a full steps version? And that's, of course, right here. And we can see the steps. Can we count them? Yes, there's 5 full steps plus a bottom. But then you notice there's actually some steps over here too, which you almost would never see on any circulating nickel. We see the crenellations up here. We see how there's kind of a fence around the top of Monticello. We see the top dome with the lines in it and the windows. And we see an upper fence, like almost like a widow's walk, kind of way up. And then if all the doors have it's not like Lincoln Memorial where you can see Lincoln down inside. You can't see Jefferson in this one, but you can see right in the door. And then these, I think these look like basement windows to me. And then some other stairs over here. And you can read Monticello very easily here. Again, it's 5 cents. Look at the separation here. This is what you'd get before the nickel got kind of beat up. United States of America. So that is our Jefferson nickel collection. How many of the San Francisco Mint coins did they make? The S's? They didn't make that many. They made 3.325 million. So this nickel, the reason I didn't pull it out is it's worth a couple bucks. And you know, in terms of pulling it out, it'd be nice to pull it out, but why not just leave it in if I can get it defined enough on this? And so there we are. We have the 1983 D here, and we'll go that D there. We have the 1983 S here, and then we have the 1983 P here for Philadelphia. And that's all we have today from the DC Coinwell International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section. Thanks for watching, everyone.